From Streets to Strength, Surviving Addiction and Reclaiming My Life, painting by Joe Hinton Jr. The moment I hit rock bottom was a wake-up call, a stark revelation of where life as a homeless drug addict had led me. The cold, hard ground became my bed, and the shadows of the alleyway, my home. With nothing but the clothes on my back and a relentless addiction, I had reached the lowest point of my existence. Reflecting on the choices that brought me here, it's clear that a series of wrong turns and bad decisions paved this dark path. Each choice, seemingly inconsequential at the time, was a step closer to this abyss. The realization that my own actions had led me to homelessness and addiction was a bitter pill to swallow. Life on the streets was a harsh reality, far removed from the life I once knew. Days and nights blurred into one long fight for survival, where finding food, warmth, and safety became my biggest priorities. The constant threat of danger, being robbed or murdered in my sleep, were but a small part of the bigger picture. I never got used to waking up to rats and roaches crawling over my body. Being homeless was no laughing matter. At one time, I remember sleeping in a graveyard. It was the safest place for me at the time. I remembered that when I was a kid, we called homeless people bums. I never thought that could happen to me. I became one of those guys that my friends and I used to laugh at. The first thing I had to do was get humbled and realize and admit to myself that I was beaten. I alone did not have the answers to this situation. I had to turn to a power much greater than myself for guidance, or the understanding that the underlying intelligence that holds all things constant for guidance that I called God. Some don't believe in God, which is perfectly fine, as long as one believes in something that is bigger than themselves and is loving and caring. At this point, I opened my heart to the God that I understood and received the gift of desperation. Then and only then had I become able to surrender and begin to heal. Once again, I submit to you that whatever concept of a higher power you may have does not have to be like mine or anyone else's, as long as you have one that you understand. Motivated by that fleeting moment of kindness, I took my first steps towards recovery. Seeking help was daunting, admitting I needed it even more so. Yet, the desire to reclaim my life from the clutches of addiction and homelessness spurred me on. It was the beginning of a long and challenging journey, but for the first time in a long while, there was light at the end of the tunnel. The journey through Detox was akin to confronting my own personal demons in the most visceral way imaginable. Every cell in my body screamed for the very thing that had brought me to my knees. Yet, it was in this crucible of withdrawal that I found a raw, unyielding strength I never knew I had. In those moments of vulnerability, support came from the most unexpected quarters. People whom I had never met before shared words of encouragement and stories of their own battles. It was a poignant reminder that I wasn't alone in this fight. Their kindness became a beacon of hope in my darkest hours. The realization that I wasn't just fighting for sobriety but for a second chance at life was transformative. Meeting fellow survivors who had walked this thorny path and come out the other side ignited a spark within me. Their resilience and unwavering spirit inspired me to believe in the possibility of change. Embracing therapy was a pivotal step. It wasn't just about unpacking the past, it was an opportunity to understand the why behind my choices. Through this introspective journey, I started to untangle the web of emotions and experiences that had led me down the path of addiction. The role of rehabilitation centers became undeniably clear to me. These sanctuaries didn't just offer me a safe space to heal, they provided the structure and support I desperately needed to navigate my recovery. Through their guidance, I learned to envision a life beyond the shackles of addiction, one step at a time. Rediscovering faith and spirituality was a beacon of light in my darkest times. It provided me with a sense of belonging and an understanding that I was part of something greater than myself. This newfound spiritual connection became a cornerstone of strength, offering solace and guidance as I navigated the tumultuous path of recovery. The journey of self-care and mental health was pivotal in my healing process. Learning to prioritize my well-being helped me understand the importance of treating both my body and mind with kindness. This practice of self-love and acceptance was crucial in overcoming the guilt and shame that addiction had ingrained in me. Rebuilding relationships was a delicate task, filled with vulnerability and honesty. The process of mending the bridges I had burned with family and friends taught me the value of forgiveness, both in seeking it and offering it. These restored connections provided a network of support that was indispensable in my recovery journey. Staying clean amidst temptations presented an ongoing challenge. It required unwavering commitment and the development of coping strategies to resist the allure of old habits. Celebrating each day of sobriety became a testament to my strength and determination, reinforcing my resolve to lead a life free from addiction. Each small victory in my recovery journey was a milestone worth celebrating. These achievements, whether it was a month of sobriety or successfully navigating a trigger, were reminders of how far I had come. They fueled my motivation to continue on this path, embracing each success as a step towards a brighter future. Relapse does not have to be a part of your story, but it's your choice. Relapse is a part of my story. Prior to December 25th, 2015, I had relapsed many times. However, I got clean and I am clean today because of all those times that I had relapsed. I was truly sick and tired of being sick and tired. Overcoming setbacks, especially relapse, has been a profound part of my recovery journey. It taught me resilience and the importance of approaching healing as a nonlinear process. Each relapse, while disheartening, became a stepping stone toward deeper understanding, pushing me to refine my strategies for staying clean. The challenge of finding employment post-recovery was daunting yet empowering. Securing a job not only marked a significant milestone in reclaiming my place in society, but also bolstered my self-esteem. It reinforced the idea that recovery could lead to new beginnings and opportunities, even after a fall. Rediscovering passions and hobbies filled the void left by addiction, bringing joy and purpose back into my life. Whether it was painting, hiking, or playing music, each activity became a testament to the beauty of life beyond substance abuse. They served as reminders of the pleasures that a sober life could offer. Learning to forgive myself was perhaps the most challenging aspect of my journey. Acknowledging my past mistakes without being held captive by them allowed me to move forward. This self-forgiveness was crucial for healing, enabling me to rebuild the self-worth I had lost to addiction. The support of a stable system has been indispensable. Friends, family, and support groups provided a safety net, offering encouragement during moments of doubt and celebrating milestones with me. Their unwavering support underscored the importance of connection and community in maintaining sobriety and fostering lasting recovery. Volunteering became more than just an activity, it transformed into a lifeline, connecting me back to the world I once felt alienated from. Giving back to the community that cradled me in my darkest times allowed me to rediscover my purpose. It wasn't just about helping others, it was a crucial step in my own healing process, proving to myself that I could be a force for good. Sharing my story publicly was daunting, yet it became a pillar of my recovery. Each time I spoke about my journey, the shame and guilt that once shackled me weakened. This act of vulnerability not only aided my healing, but also illuminated the path for others struggling in silence. It became clear that my experiences could serve as a beacon of hope. Developing coping mechanisms was essential in maintaining my sobriety. Through therapy and support groups, I learned strategies to manage triggers and cravings. These tools became my shield in the battle against relapse, empowering me to navigate life's stresses without succumbing to old habits. This newfound resilience was key to my ongoing recovery. The establishment of a routine played a pivotal role in rebuilding my life from the ruins. Structuring my days with meaningful activities, including work, meetings, and self-care, fostered a sense of normalcy and progress. This predictability was comforting, providing a framework within which I could grow and heal. Facing societal stigma was an ongoing challenge, yet it became a source of motivation. Proving naysayers wrong fueled my determination to thrive in recovery. Each small victory over prejudice and misunderstanding reaffirmed my worth and resilience, encouraging me to continue advocating for compassion and change in how we view addiction and recovery. Facing societal stigma is a formidable challenge in recovery. My journey was often overshadowed by the judgments of those who couldn't see past my addiction. Yet, this external doubt only fueled my determination. Proving naysayers wrong became an unexpected source of motivation, pushing me to rebuild my life with even greater resolve. The process of healing and self-discovery is never linear. Each day presents an opportunity to learn more about myself, to understand the root of my addiction, and to develop healthier coping mechanisms. This ongoing journey is filled with introspection, requiring patience and a willingness to confront uncomfortable truths about my past behaviors and choices. Establishing new, healthy relationships has been pivotal in my recovery. The support and understanding of others who have faced similar struggles have provided a sense of belonging and encouragement. These connections have taught me the value of empathy and the strength found in shared experiences, helping me to navigate the complexities of rebuilding my life. The significance of setting goals and dreaming again cannot be overstated. For so long, my addiction stripped me of my aspirations, leaving me feeling hopeless. Rediscovering the ability to dream and set achievable goals has reignited a sense of purpose in my life, guiding me towards a future I once thought was unreachable. Incorporating exercise into my recovery has been transformative. The discipline of physical activity not only strengthens my body but also my mind, offering a healthy outlet for stress and anxiety. The endorphin boost from regular exercise has been invaluable in maintaining my sobriety, proving that rebuilding one's physical health is a crucial step in overcoming addiction. Living with the scars of addiction is a daily reminder of a past life, a battle fought and won. These marks, both physical and emotional, serve as testament to resilience and strength. They are not signs of shame but badges of survival, telling stories of pain transformed into power and perseverance. Advocating for addiction awareness and change became a newfound purpose. By sharing my journey, I aim to illuminate the dark corners of addiction, breaking down the walls of stigma and silence. This advocacy is not just about telling my story, it's about giving voice to the countless others still struggling in the shadows. The power of resilience, a lesson learned through the toughest times, became my greatest ally. This journey taught me the incredible strength of the human spirit, capable of overcoming seemingly insurmountable obstacles. Resilience is not just about bouncing back, it's about growing, learning, and emerging stronger from the trials faced. Reconnecting with family was like bridging a vast chasm that addiction had created. This reconnection required patience, understanding, and forgiveness from both sides. It was a journey of healing old wounds, rebuilding trust, and rediscovering the unconditional love that had been overshadowed by years of pain and misunderstanding. Building a new identity beyond addiction involved discovering who I was without substances defining my existence. This meant exploring interests, passions, and values that had been neglected or forgotten. It was a process of self-discovery, finding purpose and meaning in a life that once felt devoid of both. The journey through addiction left a profound impact on my financial health. Rebuilding credit and managing debts became as crucial as the physical recovery itself. It was a humbling experience to start from scratch, learning to budget, save, and spend wisely, all while navigating the complexities of financial recovery. Navigating the legal system added another layer to my recovery. Clearing my record of any charges related to my past addiction required patience and perseverance. It was a daunting task, but achieving a clean slate was essential for a fresh start. This process was not just about legal redemption, but personal restoration. Creating a stable and safe living environment was pivotal in my journey. After the chaos of addiction, the tranquility of a place I could call home provided immense comfort. It was a sanctuary where healing could flourish, a tangible representation of the progress I had made. This stability was foundational to my recovery. The importance of continuous personal development became evident as I moved further along in my recovery. Engaging in activities that fostered growth, such as reading, learning new skills, and attending workshops, kept me moving forward. It was a way to rebuild myself, not just as someone who had overcome addiction, but as a person with dreams and aspirations. Looking to the future, my plans and hopes are filled with optimism. Overcoming addiction has taught me the value of resilience and the power of a second chance. My journey is a testament to the fact that with support, determination, and a willingness to change, it is possible to rebuild one's life and look forward to a brighter future.